Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft on the Block, the Taggarts. Today we are going to do just kind of some general getting ready to build this building type stuff. And it may not be obvious that what we're going to do today is actually going to be in service to that, but I wanted to show you guys kind of what I've been working on and where I'm going, and I realized that I was in the middle of doing it, and I thought, well, you know what, I should probably stop and make sure that I can show everyone what's going on. So a couple of things. I don't think I have this running right now. Oh, I do, maybe. Yeah, it is running. So this is running and producing a lot of obsidian, and I have, I need to get some. Let me go get some redstone. I need to get some redstone in there so it can keep going. I'm using the obsidian right now. I hope the frame rate's not too bad. It's a little choppy over here. I don't know what. I've been saying that for a while. It gets better and worse. And yeah, let's just take 3 stacks of redstone. We'll fill these up. You go through this stuff quickly. I've been using it to make viz. I'll show you my process with that. Try to keep these even, and I think I put 61 in that one. There we go. All right, so that will keep going. I've got a fair amount on me still, and it's cranking away. So let me stop for a second. What I'm doing is trying to get some kind of auto generation stuff going and working, while I then start to do some building, because I'm going to need a lot of material for the building I plan on doing, and so I don't want to have to mine all of it. I certainly want to be able to just like recreate as much as I can. So what I've done is focused in 2 areas. I will probably next put some effort into UU matter and stuff like that, but I figured that the quantum suit wasn't as important. Although the more I think about it, it's going to be really important as we start to try to build high up and stuff like that. So anyway, I'll probably put some effort into the quantum suit pretty soon. But what I wanted to get going right now was EU collection. So basically, these are, right now they're Mark II energy collectors. I have 3 of them, and they are all connected to this, which is a Mark III energy relay. So the way this works is you get, well, you can kind of see, you get, let's see, an energy collector, energy relay is some diamonds, an alchemical chest, and some obsidian, right? And then you make a Mark II version of that with the original relay, the original antimatter. I guess it's called an antimatter relay, although I think the first one's called an, I don't know. Anyway, and then you have a piece of dark matter and then obsidian. The way I've been doing it was originally I created the energy collector. I don't even remember what I put in, some coal or some redstone or whatever. I let it take its time and make a Turnus fuel or whatever it's called. Let's see, if we look at dark matter, yeah, this stuff, Aternalis fuel or whatever it is. So you take a diamond blocks, 9 diamonds and 8 Aternalis fuels makes a dark matter, and then you can take a dark matter and you can make red matter in the same way. You can take red matter is made with a piece of dark matter in the center and the Eternus fuel. So it takes 16 to get to 1 piece of red matter. The Mark IIs take a piece of dark matter. The Mark IIIs take a piece of red matter. So I've gotten these 3 collectors upgraded to Mark IIs, and today we're going to upgrade at least a couple of them to Mark IIIs. This is a Mark III, and basically the way this works is, right now it's putting all of its effort into this. You can see that this is an energy condenser, so I guess I should show that real quick. The energy condenser is diamonds. Oh, I think that's what I showed you guys before. This is the energy condenser. The relay is what I was trying to show you, but I actually showed you this on accident. So this is the condenser. You take an alchemical chest, the diamonds, and the obsidian. And the way this works is you feed it. It needs to be fed EMC, so the energy that comes out of this, which is, if you put something in here, these will still collect energy and turn it into stuff, or they will power something right next to it. In this case, we're powering this. It can be powered on all 6 sides. Right now, it's only powered on 3 sides. I may go to 4, but the problem is, if I did that, I would have to put something below it, I think, because you can't get to it. Eventually, you just can't get to any sides to be able to put things like the Klein star in it, which we'll talk about in a second. So these things are powering it directly, and every time you have an additional one of these, it increases the efficiency, and I can't remember exactly how that goes. The next step is probably to take the relays and put another one next to this with some on top of that. And anyway, I'm not sure if there's conduits that you can use to then take that and put it into a single condenser. I'm sure there is. In fact, I don't even know what it would be. I guess what is it? Conduits, golden conductive pipes. I don't know. I don't know if there's piping involved with equivalent exchange or not. I haven't ever heard of any such thing, but there probably is. So anyway, the idea is that I'm pumping EMC from here, or from these collectors, into this thing, and you can see that it's actually going pretty quickly per second. Whoops. It's doing pretty well, because you can see that it's just pumping it all into here, and it's creating diamonds. Whatever I put in here is what it's going to create. And so if I did something like, just for fun, if we took out a diamond and we put redstone in, you can see it just cranks out redstone like crazy. Well, I mean, one every couple seconds, something like that. I don't know. So that's decent, but what we want is diamonds. So we'll go back to diamonds. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on outside. It sounds very scary. Anyway, so that's the way this goes. This takes about 8,200, I think, something like that, to get a diamond. So we're cranking out diamonds. I also have another stack of diamonds already, but I've used a lot. So this is very good. This is a very efficient way to get diamonds. I've actually replaced the idea of duplicating diamonds. I've started duplicating this stuff. This works really well. Let me show you why I'm using this. So if I take this nickelite, so I've got a couple of stacks of nickelite, and what I've been doing, in fact, I should do this. So what I do is I put a piece in here, and I have it on the cycle, so you can either have it to where it'll just replicate one of each thing that's in this stack, or it'll just replicate whatever you put there if you click that button and make it do the cycle. And then I've been putting this, which this is an updated Viz crucible, and I'm getting ready to update it to the next level. This one right here, this is what I'm actually working on. I'm making solidified Viz using arcane tinkering tools. So there we go. We have our 2 solidified Viz that we need, and I'll go ahead and take those out. The solidified Viz, this infuser is critical. It actually, to make this, I had to create this seeing symbol. So symbols, you can see all the different symbols. And a blank symbol is just 4 pieces of gold, but then you have like the various types of symbols, and I think the seeing symbol, I don't think it shows you the actual, it doesn't show you the actual, because it's not crafted. You have to put one of the gold symbols in here with a spider eye up here, and then it puts out a seeing symbol. And then you take a seeing symbol and some stone and the original Viz crucible, and you make this one. And then what we're working on now is, crucible. We're working on the Thaumium crucible, and the reason I want this one is I want to be able to put a chest above it and just have it piping stuff into that. You can actually just dump as much material into the crucible as you want, and it will only smelt down what it needs to keep the crucible full, so it won't overflow, so you don't have to constantly be putting stuff in it. The one that we have here, actually, I think this is the one. This crucible of eyes, will actually detect when it's getting full, and then it'll send out a redstone signal, so you can have it stop putting stuff in. But it's just, I'm going to go straight to this one because it holds more and it's just cooler. So, and I want to be able to, I haven't messed with this. So Thaumium ingots, the way we get Thaumium ingots are we take gold and we put a Viz crystal in here and a piece of gold, and I haven't done it yet, but I think it's a piece of iron. Let's just try it. I think it's like that. We ran out of... Yeah, see, this is the problem. I just dump a bunch of this stuff in, and it gets used up really quickly. So that gives us a Thaumium ingot, so I'm going to need 4 of those. So we'll come back and deal with that in a second. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm no longer replicating the diamonds. I'm replicating this, because I don't know what in the world to do with nickelite. It's something I find a ton of when I'm mining. I have a chest full of it, and I don't do anything with it. I mean, I know it's made for like the blue alloy wire, but I just haven't been using that yet. And I probably will be using it, especially as we build up our building. But right now, one of the things it's really good for is charging a Kleinstar. So this Kleinstar, I've got a fair amount of energy into it. I've got almost 100,000 EMC. I'll show you what this is for. It's really just kind of like a battery for replicating things, as far as I can tell right now. This is a Kleinstar Ein, which is German for 1. I think it's a small star 1, I'm pretty sure is the idea. I took 4 years of German in high school, and that's about all I know. But anyway, so that's what that is. It's gonna hold energy. So if we dump in one of these things, you can see that this actually produces a fair amount of energy. It's cranking this up. I think I figured it out to be something like 5,000 or 6,000 per one. So as I dump these in, you can see that it's going faster than it can charge this, and then it throws it into the Klein star. So anyway, that's what I'm putting in there. It seems to be one of the best things. I can make a lot of it with Obsidian. It's one of the best things. I haven't really done all of the math yet. There's probably a way to find out like what is the best thing to charge a Klein star that's the cheapest to make with Obsidian or whatever. But right now that's what I'm doing because it works pretty well. So I need to get actually, I need to make 8 pieces of Eternus fuel, which costs me 65,000 approximately EMC. So I need about 195,000 EMC total in this thing to get to the point where I can make enough Eternus fuel to upgrade these. Actually, I'm even going to need more than that because I need a piece of dark matter and then a piece of red matter. So I'm going to have 16 per. So we'll probably just upgrade one of these to a Mark III collector, but I wanted to show you guys that process of upgrading to a Mark III collector. Yeah, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to upgrade this to the next level. So let's go get a piece of iron. Okay, so the other thing I was going to mention while I'm here, I put up a bunch of these alchemical chests to hold some of the stuff that I have just a ton of, and we'll obviously be using that for building and stuff. But we have dirt and cobble and whatever, right? And then some of the stuff I just put in regular chests. Like I don't have enough gravel yet to fill up, and smooth stone. So anyway, I have basically labeled all of these. Some of them are empty, but I sorted everything I had. I hate rats. I've got tons of rats. I sort everything that I have, and you can see that this is precious stones, so diamonds and whatever. And then Nikolite up here, coal and flint and redstone down here. So I'm getting low already on redstone, but I have tons of Nikolite, and there's my overflow for energy stuff. Landscaping, glass, nether stuff, which I don't have a lot of yet, wool, which I have almost none of. Anyway, you get the idea. So this is the way I'm basically organizing everything. And let's go I'm keeping all of my ores over here, so unprocessed ores, which I need to keep processing. So I know that a lot of this process I'm doing manually. I mean, I can automate a lot more of this, but right now I don't really want it automated because I don't really know what I want yet. So I just have things automated that I feel like I need to, and the rest of it I'm not worrying too much about. So we have a fair amount of iron. Iron is also very good. So I watched a video. It was actually on the Equivalent Exchange site. It was like the tutorial for how to do all this, and the guy recommended you just dump everything into this. Like everything that you get, you smelt down and dump in here, so you can create energy, and then you can just basically make what you need. I was going to actually do a couple of things. I want to see. I'm not sure what all this thing can learn. So like it's easy. You put something in here, so it can't learn that, right? It doesn't actually learn. And in fact, it's supposed to be able to learn like Eternus fuel and stuff like that. It can't in this version, so I think that's like they changed it in this version to where it can't learn things like that. But if I put my Klein star in here, you can see that I have 110,000 Klein to use, EMC to use for building stuff, and that's kind of the way it works. This arcane tinkering tools, that was I don't know if you saw, but that's what we used to create. We used glass. We put a piece of glass on the top of the infuser and this on the bottom, and it creates this solidified viz, which we need 2 of based on this. We need 2 of those and 4 thaumium. So I think we have enough Viz crystals to do this. So now all of a sudden we're going to start killing those little flying Viz crystal things. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And it needs to be fed. Pretty soon we'll just dump a bunch in there and it'll, oops, that's probably going to overflow. So a couple of things. I've had these things overflow recently, and they do one, it'll burn a hole straight down for a while. It'll just start burning, or it'll explode, which is the worst. Although I've gotten lucky, it hasn't blown anything up, but creates crazy explosions. So that works pretty quick. And then it's going to just replicate the Nikolite. And we'll go over here. Oh, now we need, but we're just going to have to wait because we want that thing to empty out real quick. So we'll wait on that. While we're doing that, let's upgrade one of these to a Mark III. So we're going to need 16 Eternus fuel total. We're going to need 9 diamonds. So let's take our 9 diamonds. There's our 9 diamonds. We're going to need 16 Eternus fuel, Eternalis fuel, whatever it is, which we'll go over here and get. And we're going to need, I believe, because we're going to need 1 piece of red matter, we need our Mark II collector, and 7 of the pieces of glowstone. So let's do this. Let's take our Klein star and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Uh-oh. I miscalculated. I need 120 and I'm not there yet. So we'll need to go charge that thing. And that's good because we've got a little bit of this. Let's go ahead and use it, see how much it gets us. I don't think it's going to get us quite where we need to be because we need quite a bit more. That got us up to... And the other thing you can do, like, let's see, I've been meaning to try this. Let's take a couple of diamonds. I'm not sure how much they give us. I guess they give us about 8,000 a piece, right? Yep. So they give us about 16,000. So that gives us 2 pieces. 2 diamonds gives us 2 pieces of Eternus fuel just right there. So that's kind of one way we can do this. So that should give us enough to get what we need. Well, maybe not, because I don't know how short we are. Let's take a look. We've got... It's really hard to read. Is that... I think it says 13. Yep, 14... 15, 16. That's what we need. And then we need 7 of these, which we're not going to have enough. So let's go charge that thing up. Well, actually, let's just do this. Let's do it. Well, yeah, let's do. I think 1 diamond will get us what we need, although we're starting to be out of stuff. I mean, I know you don't have to charge up the Klein star. It's really not. Whoops. Whoa, I just emptied the Klein star. I didn't realize that. So you put the Klein star there and it empties it. Let's see if that gets us enough to get... We need 6 more pieces of glowstone. If it doesn't, we'll make do. We'll see what we got. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Let's see. How many of those do we need to make a piece of glowstone? More than that, apparently, so we'll have to use gold. I'm just lazy. But we've got the materials, so that's way, way, way more than enough. Wait a minute, why is that not working all of a sudden? It's like it won't let us make glowstone blocks. Yeah, something strange going on. I actually had this problem. Let's see, can we do this the easy way? This is very strange. There's the 18-minute mark. Let's just do 1, 2, 3. That's funny. Yeah, see, that's crazy. It's not... Hold on, let me get rid of that at least. Yeah, this happened before. Let me pause and exit the game and come back. I had this happen before where all of a sudden I couldn't put things in here that I used to be able to. Like, that worked, but then... Oh, there we go. Something strange going on. Yeah, that should get us there, because now I think we can make a glowstone block. Don't we just need 4 of those? Yeah, everything is acting extremely strange right now. Okay, anyway, there we go. So then, let's go ahead and get our block of diamond. And then, I think if we go get 1 of these, we should... Man... There we go. We'll come back for that in a second. And this should get us a... What am I missing? Oh, I didn't make my... I did not make my red matter yet. So, dark matter, red matter, and then Mark III collector. There we go. Okay. Now, what this is going to do is basically just increase our efficiency with this whole collection process. So this is now a Mark III collector, and this is going even faster. And if we have 3 of those, it's really going to start cranking through. So anyway, I will upgrade the rest of these offline, but I'll have 3 Mark III collectors with a Mark III antimatter relay, and that will be cranking out a bunch of diamonds, which will then be used for various things. Okay, so now let's do this since this thing is ready to go. So we'll pull that. Yep, pull that. Come over here. And let's see. Crucible. This is going to take the solidified vis, so we should have everything. It should be ready to go. Yep, there it is right there. So that's the Thaumium crucible. So that's the highest level crucible we can get, and it's much cooler looking. Nice. Now let's see what happens. I'm a little bit scared. The idea is that you're supposed to be able to just put as much as you want. Let's do this. I don't know how much it takes to fill this thing up. More than normal, though. Man, there's a lot of carnage going on outside. We'll have to go check it out. Okay, so it should fill right up to the top. Yep, see, it's got the redstone signal as being... when it gets to 90%, the redstone signal starts firing. And then that should just sit in there and basically... Yep, there we go. So that stuff will just sit in there and bounce around. And I think I can put a ton in. Put all that we have on us right now. That's awesome. So that stuff will just sit in there and bounce around without overflowing. And I don't know if there's a limit on it. So I should be able to just dump this whole stack in like that. And now it's, yeah, there's a ton of stuff in there. And that's just going to sit there and do that. And it'll just crank stuff out. So that's really good. That's a really good thing. Because that way we can just rely on this thing to keep cranking away while this thing is cranking away. So let me tell you where I'm at. This is I kind of this thing must have, did this run out of redstone already? It did. We're out of redstone, so let's stop that thing. It turns into a cobblestone generator, which is totally free. I mean, if we got into really hard, dire straits, we could use it for a cobblestone generator. It's not quite as efficient as a cobblestone generator. It would need to be calibrated as far as time goes. I wouldn't need to wait as long on that because it basically just creates the 2 pieces of cobblestone instead of 3. Well, it creates the 2 here and 1 there, which means it's actually, I think in the end it's just creating 1 every time. So anyway, that's a problem. But you can see we've got a ton of obsidian, which I'll probably use. And yeah, okay, so the idea is that I'm going to get these upgraded. This is going to be about as efficient as I'm going to get it right now, and it'll just be sitting here cranking out diamonds. I mean, this takes nothing. It takes no upkeep at all. It just sits here and cranks out diamonds. That's all it does, which is fantastic in my opinion. That's what we need, because then we can use those diamonds and we can get, we can basically build anything we want, turning those into EMC. It's just extremely easy. So that's very cool. And I think we can even, like, what I was going to see is let's just check this out. I know people have told me a couple of different things. Like you can take, where's my smooth stone? Right there, I think. Let's take this and go over here. I know that you can use this thing. I think the way this works, I think the way this works is that you do something like build a block like that, and then you put this in here, and then you click, and you can just keep clicking, right? And it's just pulling the pieces that you need from down there. I think you can also have it to where if it pulls out, if this is automatically removed, I know that's the way it works. If this is automatically removed by a redstone engine and a pipe, it'll just keep making that thing. So this will basically just, you put the template in here and you just keep cranking stuff out, right? That's very cool. And then you could just crank marble in here. You could crank marble and whatever else. You could actually put multiple things in. So that's cool. We can make marble bricks that way. We could also, in theory, I was going to check this, we could also put them over here because they have a value, so they're learned, and they're learned at, well, let's see, what does it cost to get one? 1. It costs us 1 EMC to build these. I mean, that's insane. So we could build tons of these. Now the problem being, of course, that it takes a lot longer to sit here and click. But it's cheaper. I mean, for each piece of cobblestone, in fact, if I put a piece of cobblestone in there, that gives us 1, right? For each piece of cobblestone, I can get a marble brick. That's going to be the way to go. So if we're going to use a lot of marble brick to build, which we are, that's how I'll probably do it, because it's cheaper. I mean, I'll sit here and click a little bit. It's just, I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. Well, I guess what I could do what I need to figure out is there a way to automate this process? Can I automate transmutation? Well, what I know I can do, actually, that's silly. What I can do is this. Look at that. That's the way to do it right there. So no need for the transmutation. That's insane. That's what we're doing. That's beautiful. Anyway, so we're close to another diamond. You'll see it pop. Yep, popped one, and then it goes back to 0. So, okay. Anyway, we've got a process. So, and what we could do is, I mean, this, I'm assuming marble takes the same amount as this, so in this case it's not that useful, but what you can do is you can have a few of these going that are energy, like, if you had probably, let's say you had 3 of these setups, right, and you were building, I don't know, I'm just trying to think, like, maybe you wanted, I don't know, redstone, I don't know, what are those slabs? I can't remember what they're called. Those little wafers, yeah, wafers. These things. If you wanted to take those, oops, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. If you want to take those, and you had something that was like smelting down into wafers, putting those into the project table, and then something that was cranking out redstone, or I don't know. Like, I guess this thing, hopefully this thing will probably crank out. Let's just check. Let's see what all we can actually make with this. It would be really cool if it would make the red alloy wire or things like that. In fact, any of this stuff. Let's just see what components can be made with this. Because I know some things it just can't make. Yeah, like it can't make that component. Let's see, can it make red? Can't make that. It's just like a nightmare out there. I need to turn my sound off. It's making me nervous. Let's go see what's going on. So anyway, that is going to be very, very cool. Not only that, but it's daytime. Well, that was nice. Let's go get that viz. Yeah, what's making all that noise? It's daytime out. Not only, well, I guess the sun's just coming up, but see, here's where now all of a sudden these become extremely valuable. Because we're going to be using, well, I don't know. I guess it depends. There's like all kinds of cool things you can make with ThaumCraft. You can make a chest. There, we got it before it went nuts on us, I think. Nice. You got to get those things quickly or else they end up causing you issues. All right, so I think this video is probably pretty long. So let me think about this. Did we do what we? Yeah. So anyway, so the idea was, and I think I accomplished it. I wanted to show you guys the process of building some of this stuff. I mean, I think this setup right here is very good. I mean, this is going to, well, you can see it's still got a ton in there. It's still cranking this stuff out. I could, we might as well, we could throw another stack in there, and it'll just keep cranking these things out. We can use this to infuse our Klein star, or to charge our Klein star and whatever. And I'll probably find a better version of this process, something that's better than replicating Nickelite, although Nickelite is a good EMC to Viz conversion. The infuser is good because you just have to have it to do various ThaumCraft things. This is something you've got to do right away. I think this is probably, if I was starting over from scratch, let me tell you, in case you're watching this the first time, this is what I would do. I would do whatever you got to do to get the destruction catalyst. That would be one of the first things I would work towards. So that takes, it's cheap. It takes Nova catalyst, Mobius fuel, right? So let's see, TNT and Mobius fuel. So really what you're looking at is make yourself some Mobius fuel. To do that, I would get one of these, the first energy collector that you can make, which is this. So you need 9 diamonds, glass, a furnace, and some glowstone. So you got to make a run to the nether and get some diamonds. So that would be the first thing I would do. I would go collect 9 diamonds, enough glowstone to get this thing built, set one up, and then go do some mining, right? While this thing is creating Mobius fuel, which doesn't take that much time, put, when you were mining the diamonds, you got yourself some coal or something. Put, however much Mobius fuel. What did we decide you needed? For the destruction catalyst. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you need 1 for each of those. So for 8, you need 8 Mobius fuel. That will not take any time to do. You get this thing set up, let it start doing its thing, put redstone or coal or something in it. You'll come back, you'll have the Mobius fuel. You make your destruction catalyst. You take that thing down, start doing some serious mining, and the next thing you want to do is get the relay. Actually, what's it called? some sort of relay, this antimatter relay, right? And for that, you need another energy collector, which means you're going to need another 9 diamonds and some obsidian. So you maybe another thing you want to do is get an obsidian generator going pretty quick. But I would make an effort to get a destruction catalyst and then at least a setup with Mark 1 versions of all of these things and then start upgrading them. Because this right here, I mean, I don't know, every couple of minutes it's cranking out a diamond. You let this thing go, you go down and do some mining, you throw some of the stuff you've mined into here and you get a bunch of diamonds and you can use it for whatever you want. Because this thing is cheap, this transmutation tablet, right? So anyway, which reminds me, I am going to want to upgrade this thing to a portable version at some point. Although it's not the biggest. It's not the biggest thing I got going right now. So yeah, so we're gonna have to refeed this. So I'm gonna do a couple of things. One, well, you can see actually. Let me show you the process here. If I was to take redstone and put that in there, right? Put one piece of redstone. You can see how quickly it's cranking out redstone. Once it gets done using all that, let's see. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3. So you leave that thing run for a while and you got all the redstone you need. So I mean, you can go mine, right? But you could also just let these energy collectors roll and do their thing, and then you don't have to worry about it. So we'll go back to having it crank out diamonds, because the good thing is EMC just converts, right? If it costs me 1 or if it costs me 30 or whatever to make a piece of redstone, if I make diamonds, I can always turn those into redstone with the transmutation tablet. It's not a big deal. So anyway, I can take these 3 stacks that I've got now, put them over here. I'll just put 1 in each for now since I'm not actually going to be running it. I've got plenty of, although I may be using, I was thinking about this. Actually, that's the last thing that we'll do. Oh, don't forget to charge. Don't forget to charge this thing either. There you go. So you get it charged, and then now it's ready to go whenever I want it. And, cranks out obsidian. So what I'm thinking about using the obsidian for, the first thing I'm going to do besides throw it in a Viz Crucible, is build the bottom layer up here. So I'm thinking about putting, how I told you guys I'm going to do, let's actually look at something real quick. I want to see what this looks like. I'm really considering whether I want actual pure marble, or did I bring any pure marble with me? I did. Let's take a look at that. I'm considering whether I want pure marble or marble stones, bricks, whatever it is. Let's take a look. For the floor in my, I'm definitely going to use these for building the stairs around the outside that come up to the first layer, but I'm thinking about using just pure marble in the lobby area, just the whole thing of marble. I think that I think the pure marble almost looks cooler than this does for just a flat floor. If you want something big and has a big impact, this is too broken up. But I'll use this outside. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up the walls. I might do it with obsidian. I'm just thinking that that's like the best way to keep things from beating up my. In fact, what I may do is take this first level. I may just take this first level off all the way around and then make this level and 2 levels higher out of obsidian. Did I bring any? No. But basically I'll do this like that out of obsidian, and then I'm going to put a top of this of marble, so that it'll just be one big marble floor. That's going to be the first. Let's see if we can get this thing. There we go. One big marble floor, and that's my first kind of job. And I think, I know that I'm still going to be in danger of ogres destroying it, but that's going to be kind of like I said, the first task that I'm going to do. I'm going to have obsidian around here, and then marble floor, and that will be basically ground level. So if you think about the marble floor being on top of here, like so, right? And then stairs, the entryway, that will be the entry level, right? So there'll be a big stair around the whole outside of this that will be made out of slabs. Oh, those bears are getting zapped by that Viz crystal. They must have attacked it. Look at that. That's brilliant. Okay. So there'll be slab stairs. They'll probably start, I don't know how far they'll have to start, like start out here to get 1, 2, well, we know because they're going to have to go up 7 total. They're going to have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 levels, and it takes 2 too horizontal when you're using slabs to go up one level. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually we can go back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So somewhere right here, probably about right here, that is where it'll start, and the steps will go up. And I want a little bit of like a landing area, so I'll probably have like a 4 wide landing area. So yeah, it'll be something like what we were just talking about. It'll probably start somewhere about right here and all the way around, right? So that'll be the footprint of this place, and that's a pretty good size footprint. I mean, it's gonna be pretty close to the stables, closer than I was thinking on the backside. But and then I'll start building up from there, and we'll start seeing some actual progress here. So I'm very excited about this. I'll probably use a mixture. I really like I think you guys saw the last time when I used marble and basalt together. I really like that mixture of materials, but I'm also going to try to put some relief on it. So another thing that I'm thinking about doing, just to kind of show you guys, I guess, man, this video's long. I think I'll stop and show you next time. What I was going to say is I want to show you some of the things I'm planning on doing with the various like pillars and posts and slabs and covers and all that. I'm going to make some relief on the side of the building. That's going to be a very, very tedious project, but I'm going to have some kind of it's hard to explain. I'll explain it next time. So I'll probably do a little bit of description of my plans for building and what I'm going to do in the next video. The next video will probably be all about building. In fact, it'll be progress towards building. So I'm going to get this stuff set up so that we've got a totally automated system down here doing everything that we want it to do, so that we can come down here and basically get whatever we need at any time. And then once we have that going, I'll probably, like I said, get another one of these setups. So I'll have 2 of them so I can create 2 different materials at a time. And once I get that going, we'll be in business. We will be seeing the first of the complex buildings go up. And I'll probably do additional buildings before I finish this. This building will be a work in progress the whole time because it is going to be a huge building with a lot of time spent. But I'll probably do like a harbor building and some of the other stuff will work. I'll finish the what is the word I'm looking for? I think it must be, those noises must be coming from below, actually, in the caverns that are around here. Anyway, I'll finish the stables because I have some work to do on that. So anyway, you guys will see other buildings being built, but the first thing I'm going to do is start this building. I want to get the lobby of this building, the footprint done, and then you guys can start to see the idea of what I'm going to do. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching. Thanks for your patience on this video. I know a lot of rambling and just kind of showing you my process, but I hope that's enjoyable. I'm sorry for another super long video, but I'll try to keep them shorter from now on. I'm going to try to make, I had a lot of catching up to do on this one. I wanted to describe what I've been doing and do it in one video so I can just kind of move forward on the next. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter, Minecraft OTB, Minecraft on the Block on Facebook. And as always, I appreciate the viewership, and we'll talk to you next time. The thing I wanted to mention is I have this chunk loading block. You know what? I got to pause real quick because I got to be able to see my notes. I didn't set my notes up, and I need to be able to see them so that I can tell you all the people that gave me awesome information. So I'll be right back.